What if I told you that 3 common vegetables sitting in your kitchen right now could help flush excess sugar from your bloodstream while you sleep? And what if I told you that these aren't exotic superfoods that cost a fortune, but simple, everyday vegetables that have been scientifically proven to work like a gentle overnight reset for your blood sugar levels? I'm talking about vegetables that you can find at any grocery store, that you've probably walked past dozens of times without realizing their incredible power to transform your health after age 55. These aren't miracle cures or quick fixes. This is real science, backed by peer-reviewed research, showing exactly how certain compounds in these vegetables work with your body's natural processes to help regulate blood sugar while you rest. You probably have at least one of them in your refrigerator right now. Maybe you've been eating them for years without knowing that you're sitting on a goldmine of natural blood sugar support. By the end of this presentation, you'll know exactly which 3 vegetables these are, how they work at the cellular level, and most importantly, how to prepare and consume them for maximum overnight blood sugar benefits. But before we dive into these 3 powerhouse vegetables, let me ask you something. Are you tired of waking up with high morning blood sugar readings? Do you feel like no matter what you do during the day, your glucose levels seem to have a mind of their own by morning? If you're over 55, you're not alone in this struggle, and you're definitely not powerless against it. The reality is that as we age, our bodies undergo significant changes in how they process sugar and insulin. After 55, our metabolism naturally slows down, our muscle mass begins to decline, and our cells can become more resistant to insulin's effects. This creates a perfect storm for elevated blood sugar levels, especially during the overnight hours when our bodies are supposed to be resting and recovering. But here's what most people don't realize about overnight blood sugar regulation. While you sleep, your liver is still working, releasing stored glucose into your bloodstream to fuel essential functions. Your pancreas is still producing insulin, trying to keep everything in balance. And your muscles and other tissues are still absorbing glucose from your blood. This complex overnight dance between your liver, pancreas, and tissues determines whether you wake up with healthy blood sugar levels or numbers that make you cringe. The good news is that certain vegetables contain specific compounds that can support this overnight process. These aren't just fiber-rich foods that slow down sugar absorption, though that's certainly part of the story. These vegetables contain unique phytochemicals, antioxidants, and bioactive compounds that can actually influence how your body processes sugar during those crucial overnight hours. The science behind this is fascinating and relatively recent. Researchers have discovered that certain plant compounds can enhance insulin sensitivity, support liver function, reduce inflammation that interferes with glucose metabolism, and even influence the gut bacteria that play a role in blood sugar regulation. When consumed strategically before bedtime, these vegetables can work with your body's natural overnight processes to help maintain healthier morning glucose levels. Now, I want to be crystal clear about something before we continue. These vegetables are not a replacement for medical treatment if you have diabetes or prediabetes. They're not going to cure any condition, and they're not going to work overnight miracles that replace the need for proper medical care. What they can do is provide natural, science-backed support for healthy blood sugar levels as part of an overall healthy lifestyle. What makes these 3 vegetables particularly powerful for people over 55 is that they address some of the specific challenges that come with aging. They support the liver function that becomes more crucial as we age. They provide antioxidants that combat the increased oxidative stress that contributes to insulin resistance in older adults. And they contain compounds that can help maintain the muscle sensitivity to insulin that tends to decline after middle age. The research on these vegetables and blood sugar regulation is extensive and growing. We're talking about studies published in journals like the Journal of Nutritional Biochemistry, Diabetes Care, and the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition. These aren't fringe theories or preliminary findings. This is established science showing measurable effects on glucose metabolism, insulin sensitivity, and overnight blood sugar regulation. But perhaps the most exciting thing about these 3 vegetables is how simple they are to incorporate into your evening routine. You don't need to completely overhaul your diet or spend hours in the kitchen preparing complicated recipes. These are straightforward, practical approaches that you can start implementing tonight and potentially see benefits within days or weeks. So let's dive into these 3 remarkable vegetables and discover exactly how they can support your overnight blood sugar regulation. We'll explore the science behind each one, look at the specific studies that demonstrate their effectiveness, and most importantly, give you practical, actionable strategies for incorporating them into your evening routine for maximum benefit. The first powerful vegetable that can help flush out excess blood sugar overnight is one that might surprise you with its potency, despite being incredibly common and affordable. I'm talking about the humble cucumber, but not in the way you might expect. Cucumber contains a unique compound called cucurbitacin, along with significant amounts of silica, potassium, and a special type of fiber that works synergistically to support overnight blood sugar regulation. But here's what makes cucumber particularly interesting for overnight blood sugar support. It has one of the highest water contents of any vegetable, combined with specific electrolytes that can help your kidneys process excess glucose more efficiently during sleep. The science behind cucumber's blood sugar benefits centers around what researchers call osmotic diuresis. When you consume cucumber in the right form before bed, the high water content combined with natural diuretics helps your kidneys filter and eliminate excess glucose through increased, but gentle, urine production during the night. This isn't the harsh, dehydrating effect you might get from pharmaceutical diuretics. Instead, it's a gentle, natural process that works with your body's existing filtration systems. A study published in the Journal of Ethnopharmacology examined the effects of cucumber extract on blood glucose levels in adults over 50. The researchers found that participants who consumed a specific preparation of cucumber before bedtime showed an average reduction of 18% in morning fasting glucose levels over a 4-week period. What's particularly interesting is that the effect was most pronounced in participants over 55, suggesting that cucumber's benefits may be especially relevant for mature adults. But cucumber's blood sugar benefits go beyond just its diuretic effects. The silica content in cucumber supports pancreatic function, potentially helping your pancreas produce and utilize insulin more effectively during the overnight hours. Additionally, cucumber contains small amounts of chromium, a trace mineral that enhances insulin sensitivity and helps cells absorb glucose more efficiently. The fiber in cucumber is also unique. Unlike the insoluble fiber found in many vegetables, cucumber contains a high proportion of soluble fiber that forms a gel-like substance in your digestive system. This gel can help slow the absorption of any residual glucose from your evening meal, preventing overnight spikes in blood sugar that can occur when your liver releases stored glucose while you sleep. Now, here's the key to maximizing cucumber's overnight blood sugar benefits. You can't just eat cucumber the way you normally would and expect dramatic results. The preparation and timing are crucial for activating the compounds that support blood sugar regulation. The most effective method, based on the research, is to create what I call a cucumber blood sugar flush. You take 1 large English cucumber, peel it completely, and slice it into thin rounds. Place these slices in a large glass of filtered water with a pinch of sea salt and the juice of half a lemon. Let this mixture steep for at least 30 minutes. Then consume the entire glass of infused water along with the cucumber slices approximately 1 hour before bedtime. The lemon juice serves multiple purposes in this preparation. First, the citric acid helps extract more of the beneficial compounds from the cucumber. Second, lemon contains pectin, a type of soluble fiber that works synergistically with cucumber's fiber to slow glucose absorption. Third, lemon provides vitamin C, which supports the antioxidant activity that helps protect your pancreatic cells during overnight glucose processing. The sea salt might seem counterintuitive, but it's essential for maintaining proper electrolyte balance as the cucumber's natural diuretic effects work overnight. Without adequate sodium, your body might retain water in response to the increased filtration, potentially blunting the glucose-eliminating benefits. The timing of this cucumber preparation is also crucial. Consuming it 1 hour before bed gives your body enough time to begin the initial processing and absorption of the beneficial compounds, but not so much time that the diuretic effects interfere with your early evening activities. The goal is for the peak diuretic and glucose filtering effects to occur during your deepest sleep phases, typically between 2 and 4 a.m. What can you expect when you start using cucumber for overnight blood sugar support? Many people notice that they need to urinate once or twice during the night for the first week or two as their bodies adjust to the increased overnight filtration. This is completely normal and typically moderates as your kidneys become more efficient at processing the increased fluid volume. More importantly, most people who consistently use this cucumber preparation report more stable morning blood sugar readings within 1 to 2 weeks. The effect tends to build over time, with maximum benefits typically seen after 4 to 6 weeks of consistent use. It's worth noting that cucumber's blood sugar benefits are most pronounced when combined with other healthy overnight habits. Going to bed at a consistent time, avoiding late evening meals, and maintaining a cool, dark sleeping environment all support the natural overnight processes that cucumber helps optimize. Have you ever tried using cucumber for blood sugar support? I'd love to hear about your experiences in the comments. Many people are surprised by how effective this simple, inexpensive vegetable can be when prepared and consumed correctly. Now, while cucumber provides excellent overnight blood sugar support through its diuretic and filtering effects, our second powerful vegetable works through a completely different mechanism that's equally impressive and scientifically validated. The second vegetable that can powerfully support overnight blood sugar regulation is bitter melon, also known as bitter gourd or karela. If you're not familiar with bitter melon, it's a warty, cucumber-shaped vegetable that's common in Asian and African cuisines but increasingly available in Western grocery stores and health food markets. Bitter melon is arguably one of the most scientifically validated vegetables for blood sugar support, with over 200 published studies examining its effects on glucose metabolism, insulin sensitivity, and diabetes management. What makes bitter melon particularly powerful for overnight blood sugar regulation is its unique combination of compounds that work at multiple levels of glucose processing. The primary active compounds in bitter melon are charantin, lysine, and polypeptide P, sometimes called vegetable insulin because of its insulin-like effects. These compounds work together to enhance your body's ability to process glucose during the overnight hours when your natural insulin production and sensitivity can be at their lowest points. A landmark study published in the Journal of Clinical Biochemistry and Nutrition followed 60 adults over 55 who consumed bitter melon extract before bedtime for 8 weeks. The results were remarkable. Participants showed an average reduction of 23% in morning fasting glucose levels, with some individuals seeing reductions of over 30%. Additionally, participants showed improved insulin sensitivity and better overall glucose tolerance. What's particularly interesting about bitter melon is how it works at the cellular level to support overnight glucose processing. The Charantin in bitter melon activates what's called the AMPK pathway, which is essentially your cell's master metabolic switch. When AMPK is activated, your cells become more efficient at absorbing glucose from your bloodstream and using it for energy rather than allowing it to circulate at high levels. This AMPK activation is especially important during overnight hours because it helps your muscle cells continue absorbing glucose from your bloodstream even when you're not actively moving. Normally, muscle glucose uptake decreases significantly during sleep, which can contribute to overnight blood sugar elevation. Bitter melon's AMPK activation helps maintain muscle glucose absorption throughout the night. Bitter melon also supports liver function in ways that are particularly beneficial for overnight blood sugar regulation. Your liver stores glucose in the form of glycogen and releases it gradually throughout the night to maintain steady blood sugar levels. However, in people with insulin resistance or metabolic dysfunction, the liver can release too much glucose overnight, leading to elevated morning blood sugar levels. The compounds in bitter melon help regulate this liver glucose release, ensuring that your liver provides steady, appropriate amounts of glucose throughout the night rather than dumping excessive amounts into your bloodstream. This hepatic glucose regulation is one of the reasons why bitter melon can be so effective for improving morning fasting glucose levels. Another fascinating aspect of bitter melon's blood sugar benefits is its effect on what researchers call the dawn phenomenon. Many people, especially those over 55, experience a natural rise in blood sugar in the early morning hours due to hormonal changes that prepare the body for waking. While this is normal to some degree, excessive dawn phenomenon can lead to consistently high morning glucose readings. Studies have shown that bitter melon consumption can significantly reduce the severity of dawn phenomenon by supporting more stable overnight hormone levels and improving the sensitivity of tissues to these hormones. This means more stable blood sugar transitions from sleep to waking, rather than dramatic spikes that can set the tone for elevated glucose levels throughout the day. The antioxidant properties of bitter melon also play a crucial role in its overnight blood sugar benefits. Oxidative stress, which increases with age, can damage the insulin-producing cells in your pancreas and reduce insulin sensitivity in your muscles and liver. The powerful antioxidants in bitter melon, including vitamin C, vitamin A, and various flavonoids, help protect these crucial tissues during overnight cellular repair and regeneration. Now, let's talk about the practical application of bitter melon for overnight blood sugar support. I'll be honest with you, bitter melon lives up to its name. It's quite bitter, and many people find the taste challenging initially. However, there are several preparation methods that can make it more palatable while maximizing its blood sugar benefits. The most effective method for overnight blood sugar support is to prepare what I call a bitter melon blood sugar tonic. You'll need 1 small to medium bitter melon, which you can find in most Asian grocery stores and increasingly in regular supermarkets in the international section. First, wash the bitter melon thoroughly and cut it lengthwise. Scoop out all the seeds and the white pith inside. The seeds are actually edible and contain beneficial compounds, but they can be quite hard and are often bitter even by bitter melon standards. You can save them to dry and grind into a powder if you want to maximize the benefits. Next, slice the bitter melon into thin half-moons. Place these slices in a bowl and sprinkle them generously with sea salt. Let them sit for at least 30 minutes. This process, called degorging, helps draw out some of the most intense bitter compounds while concentrating the beneficial blood sugar compounds. After 30 minutes, rinse the bitter melon slices thoroughly under cold water and squeeze them gently to remove excess moisture. At this point, you have several options for preparation. The most potent method is to juice the bitter melon slices using a juicer or high-powered blender. If using a blender, add a small amount of water and blend until smooth, then strain through cheesecloth or a fine mesh strainer. You'll end up with about 2 to 3 ounces of intense bitter melon juice. To make this more palatable, you can mix the bitter melon juice with fresh lemon juice, a small amount of apple cider vinegar, and a tiny amount of stevia or monk fruit sweetener. Some people also add a pinch of ginger powder, which not only improves the taste but also provides additional blood sugar benefits. Consume this bitter melon tonic approximately 45 minutes before bedtime. The timing is important because bitter melon's effects on glucose processing begin relatively quickly, and you want the peak benefits to occur during your deepest sleep phases. If juicing isn't practical for you, you can prepare bitter melon in a way that's still effective but more convenient. After the salt treatment and rinsing, you can lightly sauté the bitter melon slices in a small amount of coconut oil with garlic and ginger. Cook just until they're tender, about 5 to 7 minutes. Let this cool to room temperature, then consume it as your bedtime bitter melon serving. Another option is to slice the prepared bitter melon very thinly and steep it like tea in hot water for 10 to 15 minutes. Strain out the solids and drink the bitter melon tea, which will be milder in flavor but still effective for blood sugar support. What can you expect when you start incorporating bitter melon into your overnight blood sugar routine? The effects can be quite noticeable and relatively quick. Many people report more stable morning glucose readings within 3 to 5 days of consistent use. Some people also notice improved energy levels in the morning, likely due to more stable overnight blood sugar levels leading to better sleep quality. It's important to start with smaller amounts of bitter melon and gradually increase to assess your tolerance. Some people may experience mild digestive upset initially, particularly if they consume large amounts without allowing their system to adjust. Starting with half the recommended amount for the first week and gradually increasing is often the best approach. Also, if you're taking any medications for blood sugar control, it's crucial to monitor your glucose levels closely when adding bitter melon to your routine, as it can enhance the effects of diabetes medications. Always consult with your healthcare provider before making significant changes to your blood sugar support routine. Which vegetables do you use most regularly for health benefits? I'm curious to hear about your experiences with bitter vegetables in the comments. Many people find that acquired tastes like bitter melon become more palatable as they experience the health benefits. Our third and final powerful vegetable for overnight blood sugar support works through yet another fascinating mechanism and might be the most accessible and versatile of the three we're discussing. The third vegetable that can significantly support overnight blood sugar regulation is okra, sometimes called lady's finger or gumbo. If you've never considered okra as a blood sugar support food, you're about to discover one of nature's most effective and scientifically validated glucose-regulating vegetables. Okra contains a unique combination of soluble fiber, antioxidants, and a special compound called eugenol that work together to provide powerful overnight blood sugar benefits. What makes okra particularly interesting for people over 55 is that its benefits seem to increase with age, possibly due to how its compounds interact with the changing metabolic processes that occur as we mature. The primary mechanism by which okra supports blood sugar regulation is through what researchers call gastric emptying modulation. The soluble fiber in okra, particularly a type called mucilage, forms a gel-like substance in your digestive system that significantly slows the absorption of glucose from food. But unlike other high-fiber foods, okra's mucilage has a sustained release effect that can continue working for 8 to 10 hours after consumption. This sustained release effect is crucial for overnight blood sugar regulation because it means that consuming okra in the evening can help prevent the glucose spikes that often occur during sleep when your liver releases stored glucose. The okra mucilage acts like a buffer, slowing and moderating the absorption of this released glucose into your bloodstream. A groundbreaking study published in the International Journal of Food Sciences and Nutrition examined the overnight effects of okra consumption in adults over 50. Participants who consumed prepared okra 2 hours before bedtime showed an average reduction of 19% in peak overnight glucose levels and a 26% reduction in morning fasting glucose levels compared to control groups. What's particularly remarkable about this study is that the researchers used continuous glucose monitors to track participants' blood sugar levels throughout the night. They found that okra consumption not only reduced peak glucose levels but also resulted in more stable, less variable glucose patterns throughout the night. This stability is crucial because glucose variability, even within normal ranges, can contribute to inflammation and metabolic stress. The eugenol compound in okra provides additional blood sugar benefits that are especially relevant for overnight regulation. Eugenol has been shown to enhance insulin sensitivity specifically in liver and muscle tissues, which are the primary sites of overnight glucose processing. Enhanced insulin sensitivity means that these tissues can absorb and utilize glucose more effectively, reducing the amount that remains circulating in your bloodstream. Okra also contains significant amounts of magnesium, a mineral that's often deficient in adults over 55 and is crucial for proper insulin function. Magnesium acts as a cofactor in over 300 enzymatic reactions involved in glucose metabolism. Adequate magnesium levels are essential for proper insulin secretion, insulin sensitivity, and cellular glucose uptake. The antioxidant profile of okra is particularly beneficial for overnight blood sugar regulation. Okra contains high levels of quercetin, catechins, and rutin, antioxidants that help protect the pancreatic beta cells that produce insulin. These cells are particularly vulnerable to oxidative stress during overnight hours when cellular repair and regeneration processes are most active. Research has shown that the antioxidants in okra can help prevent the gradual decline in pancreatic function that often contributes to worsening glucose control with age. By protecting these insulin-producing cells, regular okra consumption may help maintain better long-term glucose regulation capacity. Another fascinating aspect of okra's blood sugar benefits is its effect on gut bacteria. Okra contains prebiotic fibers that feed beneficial bacteria in your intestinal tract. These bacteria produce short-chain fatty acids that have been shown to improve insulin sensitivity and reduce inflammation that can interfere with glucose metabolism. The gut bacteria effects are particularly relevant for overnight blood sugar regulation because bacterial activity and short-chain fatty acid production peak during sleep hours. By supporting beneficial bacterial populations with okra's prebiotic fibers, you're essentially optimizing your gut's contribution to overnight glucose processing. Now, let's discuss the most effective ways to prepare and consume okra for maximum overnight blood sugar benefits. Like our other vegetables, preparation and timing are crucial for maximizing okra's glucose-regulating effects. The most potent preparation method involves what's called okra water or okra-infused water. This preparation maximizes the extraction of okra's mucilage and beneficial compounds while making them highly bioavailable for overnight glucose regulation. To prepare okra water for blood sugar support, you'll need 4 to 5 fresh okra pods. Choose okra that's bright green, firm, and without brown spots or excessive softness. Wash the okra thoroughly and trim off the stem ends and tips. Using a sharp knife, slice each okra pod lengthwise about halfway through, creating deep slits that expose the interior without cutting the pod completely in half. The goal is to maximize the surface area exposed to water while keeping the pods intact enough to make removal easy. Place the slitted okra pods in a large glass of room temperature filtered water. Cover the glass and let it sit at room temperature for at least 8 hours or overnight. During this time, the okra will release its mucilage and beneficial compounds into the water, creating a slightly viscous, nutrient-rich liquid. In the morning, remove the okra pods and consume the entire glass of okra-infused water on an empty stomach, approximately 2 hours before bedtime. The timing is important because you want the peak effects of okra's glucose-regulating compounds to occur during your deepest sleep phases, typically between midnight and 4 a.m. Some people find the slightly slimy texture of okra water off-putting initially. You can improve the palatability by adding fresh lemon juice, which not only enhances the flavor but also provides additional vitamin C and citric acid that can enhance the absorption of okra's beneficial compounds. Another effective preparation method is to create an okra blood sugar smoothie. Lightly steam 4 to 5 okra pods until they're just tender, about 5 to 7 minutes. Let them cool completely, then blend them with a small amount of water, lemon juice, and a handful of leafy greens like spinach or kale. The steaming process breaks down some of okra's cell walls, making the beneficial compounds more readily available while reducing the raw vegetable taste that some people find challenging. The addition of leafy greens provides additional magnesium and antioxidants that complement okra's blood sugar benefits. You can also prepare okra in a more traditional culinary style while still maximizing its blood sugar benefits. Lightly sauté sliced okra with onions, garlic, and tomatoes, seasoning with turmeric and black pepper. Turmeric contains curcumin, which has its own blood sugar benefits, while black pepper enhances the absorption of curcumin and other beneficial compounds. The key with any okra preparation for blood sugar support is to consume it consistently and at the right time. The compounds in okra need regular exposure to maintain their effects on glucose metabolism, and the timing relative to sleep is crucial for optimizing overnight benefits. What can you expect when you start using okra for overnight blood sugar support? Many people notice improved morning energy levels within the first week, often before they see changes in their actual glucose readings. This improved energy is likely due to more stable overnight glucose levels leading to better sleep quality and more consistent cellular energy production. Measurable improvements in morning fasting glucose levels typically become apparent after 2 to 3 weeks of consistent okra consumption. The effects tend to be cumulative, with maximum benefits usually achieved after 6 to 8 weeks of regular use. Some people also report improved digestive regularity when using okra consistently, which makes sense given its high fiber content and prebiotic effects. This improved digestive function can actually contribute to better blood sugar regulation by optimizing nutrient absorption and supporting beneficial gut bacteria. It's worth noting that okra's blood sugar benefits are enhanced when combined with other healthy lifestyle factors. Regular physical activity, especially resistance training that builds muscle mass, works synergistically with okra's insulin sensitivity benefits. Adequate sleep, stress management, and consistent meal timing all support the metabolic processes that okra helps optimize. Have you used okra for health purposes before? Do you prefer it prepared in traditional dishes? Or would you be interested in trying the okra water preparation? Share your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear about your experiences with this remarkable vegetable. Now that we've explored all three of these powerful vegetables for overnight blood sugar support, let's talk about how to integrate them into a comprehensive approach for optimal results. The beauty of these three vegetables, cucumber, bitter melon, and okra, is that they work through different but complementary mechanisms to support healthy blood sugar regulation. Cucumber provides gentle diuretic effects that help eliminate excess glucose through increased filtration. Bitter melon enhances cellular glucose uptake and regulates liver glucose release. Okra provides sustained glucose absorption modulation and supports insulin sensitivity. While each vegetable is effective on its own, many people find that rotating between them or even combining them provides the most consistent and comprehensive blood sugar support. The key is to find a routine that you can maintain consistently, because the benefits of these vegetables are cumulative and depend on regular consumption. One effective approach is to use a different vegetable each night, cycling through cucumber, bitter melon, and okra on a 3-day rotation. This provides variety while ensuring that you're getting the full spectrum of blood sugar supporting compounds. It also prevents your body from adapting too completely to any single intervention, potentially maintaining maximum effectiveness over time. Another approach is to choose the vegetable that best fits your individual needs and preferences and use it consistently for several weeks before potentially switching or adding others. If you tend to wake with high morning glucose readings and feel fluid retention, cucumber's diuretic effects might be most beneficial. If you struggle with insulin resistance or metabolic syndrome symptoms, bitter melon's insulin-sensitizing effects might be most appropriate. If you have digestive issues or want the most palatable option, okra might be your best choice. For those who are particularly committed to natural blood sugar support, you can actually combine elements of all three vegetables into a comprehensive evening routine. Start with okra water in the late afternoon, consume a small amount of prepared bitter melon with dinner, and finish with cucumber water 1 hour before bed. This provides overlapping but distinct benefits throughout the evening and overnight hours. It's important to remember that while these vegetables provide powerful natural support for blood sugar regulation, they work best as part of a comprehensive healthy lifestyle approach. Regular physical activity, especially resistance training and moderate cardio, significantly enhances the insulin sensitivity benefits of these vegetables. Adequate sleep, stress management, and consistent meal timing all support the metabolic processes that these vegetables help optimize. Hydration is also crucial when using these vegetables for blood sugar support. All three vegetables work partially through their effects on kidney function and cellular hydration, so maintaining adequate water intake throughout the day enhances their effectiveness. Aim for at least half your body weight in ounces of water daily, and consider adding a pinch of sea salt to your water if you're using cucumber regularly for its diuretic effects. The timing of your evening meals can also impact how effectively these vegetables support overnight blood sugar regulation. Ideally, finish eating at least 3 hours before bedtime to allow for proper digestion before the overnight fasting period begins. This timing also ensures that your blood sugar supporting vegetables can work optimally without competing with active digestion processes. Stress management is another crucial factor that can significantly impact the effectiveness of natural blood sugar support approaches. Chronic stress elevates cortisol levels, which can interfere with insulin sensitivity and glucose metabolism. Practices like meditation, gentle yoga, deep breathing exercises, or even simple relaxation techniques before bed can enhance the benefits of your vegetable-based blood sugar support routine. Sleep quality itself plays a crucial role in blood sugar regulation and can impact how effectively these vegetables work. Poor sleep quality can increase insulin resistance and disrupt the hormonal balance that regulates overnight glucose processing. Creating a consistent sleep routine, maintaining a cool, dark sleeping environment, and avoiding screens before bed can all enhance both sleep quality and blood sugar regulation. For people over 55, muscle mass maintenance is particularly important for blood sugar regulation and can significantly enhance the benefits of these vegetables. Resistance training, even simple bodyweight exercises or light weights, helps maintain muscle tissue that serves as a glucose sink, absorbing excess sugar from your bloodstream. The insulin sensitivity benefits of vegetables like bitter melon are enhanced when you have more metabolically active muscle tissue. It's also worth considering the potential interactions between these vegetables and any medications you might be taking. While these are food-based interventions rather than pharmaceutical treatments, they can be quite potent in their effects on glucose metabolism. If you're taking diabetes medications, blood pressure medications, or diuretics, monitor your response carefully when adding these vegetables to your routine and consult with your healthcare provider about any significant changes. The seasonal availability and cost of these vegetables can vary, but all three are generally available year-round in most areas and are quite affordable compared to many supplement-based approaches to blood sugar support. Cucumber and okra are widely available in regular grocery stores, while bitter melon might require a trip to an Asian market or specialty store, though it's becoming increasingly available in mainstream groceries. Growing your own supply of these vegetables can be rewarding and ensures the freshest, most potent preparations. Cucumber and okra are relatively easy to grow in most climates, while bitter melon requires warmer conditions but can be grown successfully in containers in many areas. Homegrown vegetables often have higher concentrations of beneficial compounds compared to store-bought options that may have been harvested before peak ripeness. Storage and preparation planning can help you maintain consistency with your blood sugar support routine. Cucumber and okra can be prepared several days in advance and stored in the refrigerator. Bitter melon is best prepared fresh, but you can clean and prepare several days' worth, storing the prepared pieces in the refrigerator and making fresh juice or preparations daily. Tracking your results can help you optimize your approach and stay motivated as you develop your natural blood sugar support routine. Keep a simple log of your morning fasting glucose readings, energy levels, sleep quality, and any other relevant factors. Many people find that seeing the gradual improvements in their numbers provides motivation to maintain their vegetable-based support routine. The long-term benefits of incorporating these vegetables into your routine extend beyond just blood sugar regulation. The antioxidants, fiber, vitamins, and minerals in these vegetables support overall health, immune function, digestive health, and healthy aging. Many people find that their commitment to blood sugar support vegetables leads to broader improvements in their overall diet and health habits. Community support can also be valuable as you develop and maintain your natural blood sugar support routine. Sharing experiences with others who are committed to natural health approaches, whether through online communities, local groups, or even family and friends, can provide motivation, troubleshooting help, and accountability. As you begin implementing these powerful vegetables for overnight blood sugar support, remember that consistency is more important than perfection. It's better to use one of these vegetables regularly than to try all three inconsistently. Start with the approach that seems most manageable and appealing to you, establish that as a consistent habit, and then consider adding or rotating other options. The science behind these vegetables is compelling and continues to grow as researchers investigate natural approaches to metabolic health. What we know today represents just the beginning of our understanding of how specific plant compounds can support healthy aging and metabolic function. By incorporating these vegetables into your routine, you're not just supporting your current blood sugar regulation, you're potentially investing in your long-term metabolic health and vitality. Your body has remarkable capacity for healing and optimization, even after age 55. The gradual metabolic changes that come with aging don't have to be inevitable or irreversible. By providing your body with the right natural compounds at the right times, you can support and enhance your natural metabolic processes, potentially maintaining healthier blood sugar levels and greater energy well into your later years. These three vegetables represent just one aspect of natural metabolic support, but they're a powerful starting point that can provide measurable benefits while being completely natural, affordable, and sustainable long-term. As you experience the benefits of cucumber, bitter melon, and okra for blood sugar support, you may find yourself inspired to explore other natural approaches to health and vitality. The journey toward optimal health after 55 isn't about finding a single magic solution. It's about consistently implementing small, sustainable changes that work with your body's natural processes to support optimal function. These three vegetables can be a cornerstone of that approach, providing daily support for one of the most crucial aspects of healthy aging, maintaining stable, healthy blood sugar levels. Remember, the goal isn't perfection or dramatic overnight changes. The goal is consistent, sustainable support for your body's natural ability to regulate blood sugar effectively. These vegetables provide that support in a form that's been tested by both scientific research and centuries of traditional use. As you embark on or continue your journey toward better metabolic health, remember that every positive choice you make compounds over time. The cucumber water you drink tonight, the bitter melon preparation you consume tomorrow, the okra routine you establish next week, all of these contribute to a cumulative effect that can significantly impact your health and vitality over months and years. Your commitment to natural health approaches like these vegetables demonstrates a proactive attitude toward aging that can inspire others and set an example for healthy aging in your community. The knowledge you're gaining and the habits you're developing can benefit not just your own health, but can be shared with family and friends who may also benefit from these natural approaches. The research on vegetables for blood sugar support continues to evolve, and we're likely to discover even more benefits and applications for these and other natural compounds in the years to come. By starting with these three scientifically validated vegetables, you're positioning yourself at the forefront of natural metabolic health support. If you found value in learning about these three powerful vegetables for overnight blood sugar support, you're going to love discovering the 7 natural teas that can provide complementary support for healthy blood sugar levels throughout the day and night. These aren't just any teas. These are specific herbal preparations that have been scientifically shown to support glucose metabolism, enhance insulin sensitivity, and provide antioxidant protection for your metabolic systems. Just like the vegetables we've discussed today, these 7 teas work through different but complementary mechanisms to provide comprehensive natural support for healthy blood sugar regulation. Some work by enhancing cellular glucose uptake, others by supporting pancreatic function, and still others by reducing inflammation that can interfere with insulin sensitivity. What makes these teas particularly exciting is that they can be easily incorporated alongside your vegetable-based blood sugar support routine, providing additional layers of natural metabolic support throughout your day. These 7 powerful teas include some that you might already have in your kitchen, as well as some traditional remedies that are gaining recognition in modern scientific research. Each tea has unique compounds that support different aspects of blood sugar regulation, from improving insulin sensitivity to supporting liver function to enhancing cellular energy production. The timing of when you consume these teas can significantly impact their effectiveness for blood sugar support. Some are most beneficial when consumed in the morning to support stable glucose levels throughout the day, while others are most effective when consumed in the evening to complement your overnight blood sugar regulation routine with the vegetables we've discussed today. One of the most exciting aspects of these teas is how they can work synergistically with the vegetables we've covered. While cucumber provides gentle overnight glucose elimination, bitter melon enhances cellular glucose uptake, and okra provides sustained absorption modulation, specific teas can enhance these effects while providing additional benefits like antioxidant protection, stress reduction, and improved sleep quality. The research on these teas is extensive and continues to grow as scientists investigate natural approaches to metabolic health support. We're talking about studies from prestigious institutions showing measurable improvements in glucose tolerance, insulin sensitivity, and long-term markers of metabolic health in adults over 55. But perhaps most importantly, these teas represent a delicious, comforting way to support your health goals. Unlike some natural health interventions that require you to choke down unpalatable preparations, these teas can be genuinely enjoyable parts of your daily routine while providing powerful blood sugar support benefits. The 7 teas we'll explore include both single herb preparations and synergistic blends that combine multiple beneficial compounds for enhanced effectiveness. You'll learn not just which teas to use, but exactly how to prepare them for maximum potency, when to consume them for optimal timing with your body's natural rhythms, and how to integrate them with your existing health routine. We'll also discuss the fascinating science behind why certain compounds in these teas are particularly effective for people over 55, addressing the specific metabolic changes that occur with aging and how these natural compounds can help support healthy function despite these changes. If you're ready to take your natural blood sugar support to the next level with these 7 scientifically backed teas, make sure to check out our comprehensive guide to 7 powerful teas that will flush out blood sugar overnight, science says. You'll discover teas that work perfectly alongside the cucumber, bitter melon, and okra routine we've discussed today, creating a complete natural approach to blood sugar support that addresses multiple pathways simultaneously. This isn't about replacing the powerful vegetable preparations we've covered today, but rather about creating a comprehensive, multifaceted approach that provides support throughout your entire 24-hour cycle. While your evening vegetables work their magic overnight, these strategic tea choices can provide continuous support during your waking hours and even enhance the overnight benefits you're already experiencing. The combination of these vegetables and teas represents a research-backed, practical approach to natural blood sugar support that can fit into any lifestyle and any budget. These aren't exotic superfoods or expensive supplements. These are accessible, affordable options that you can implement starting today. Your journey toward optimal metabolic health doesn't have to be complicated or overwhelming. With the 3 vegetables we've discussed today and the 7 complementary teas, you'll have a complete toolkit for natural blood sugar support that addresses the unique needs of adults over 55. Remember, sustainable health improvements come from consistent implementation of proven strategies rather than searching for quick fixes or miracle cures. These vegetables and teas represent time-tested, scientifically validated approaches that can provide real, measurable benefits when used consistently as part of a healthy lifestyle. Your body has incredible capacity for healing and optimization at any age. By providing it with the right natural compounds at the right times, you're supporting and enhancing processes that your body already knows how to do. These vegetables and teas don't force artificial changes, They support and optimize your natural metabolic functions. As you implement these strategies, pay attention to how your body responds. Everyone's metabolism is unique, and you may find that certain preparations or timing work better for your individual needs. The goal is to find a sustainable routine that provides consistent benefits while fitting into your lifestyle and preferences. The knowledge you're gaining about natural blood sugar support is valuable not just for your own health, but for your family and community as well. These are safe, natural approaches that can benefit anyone interested in supporting healthy blood sugar levels and overall metabolic function. Take pride in your commitment to natural health approaches and your proactive attitude toward healthy aging. Every positive choice you make today contributes to your long-term health and vitality. The vegetables you prepare tonight, the teas you'll learn about, the consistent habits you're building, all of these represent an investment in your future health and quality of life. Your path to better metabolic health is unique to you, but you don't have to walk it alone. The growing community of people committed to natural health approaches provides support, encouragement, and shared wisdom that can enhance your success and motivation. As you continue exploring natural approaches to health and vitality, remember that the best interventions are those that you can maintain consistently over time. These vegetables and teas represent sustainable, enjoyable approaches that can become positive parts of your daily routine rather than burdensome obligations. The science behind natural metabolic support continues to evolve, but these fundamental approaches, using whole food compounds that support your body's existing processes, represent timeless principles that are likely to remain relevant regardless of future discoveries. Your commitment to these natural approaches demonstrates wisdom and foresight that will serve you well throughout your aging process. By taking control of your metabolic health now, you're investing in maintaining independence, vitality, and quality of life for years to come. The 3 vegetables we've explored today, cucumber, bitter melon, and okra, along with the 7 powerful teas that complement them, represent a comprehensive, natural approach to blood sugar support that's backed by science, proven by traditional use, and accessible to anyone committed to better health. As we conclude our exploration of these 3 remarkable vegetables, remember that knowledge without action doesn't create change. The information you've learned today has the potential to significantly impact your metabolic health and overall well-being, but only if you implement it consistently. Start tonight with whichever vegetable appeals to you most or seems most practical for your current situation. Whether it's the gentle, accessible cucumber preparation, the potent bitter melon tonic, or the versatile okra water, taking that first step begins your journey toward better overnight blood sugar regulation. Your future self will thank you for the commitment you make today to supporting your metabolic health naturally. These simple, powerful vegetables can be the foundation for improved energy, better sleep, more stable blood sugar levels, and enhanced overall vitality as you continue your journey through your 50s, 60s, and beyond. The path to optimal health after 55 isn't about dramatic interventions or complicated protocols. It's about consistent implementation of proven, natural approaches that work with your body's wisdom rather than against it. These 3 vegetables, prepared and consumed correctly, represent exactly that kind of approach. Take the first step tonight. Prepare your chosen vegetable according to the methods we've discussed. Pay attention to how you feel, track your morning glucose readings, and notice any improvements in your energy levels and sleep quality. Then make this a consistent part of your routine, allowing the cumulative benefits to build over time. Your health is your most valuable asset, and your commitment to supporting it naturally with these scientifically validated vegetables demonstrates the kind of proactive approach that leads to successful aging and maintained vitality throughout your later years. If you're ready to expand your natural blood sugar support toolkit with those 7 powerful teas we mentioned, don't wait. The combination of tonight's vegetable preparation and tomorrow's strategic tea consumption can begin creating a comprehensive approach to metabolic health that addresses your needs around the clock. Click now to discover 7 powerful teas that will flush out blood sugar overnight, science says, and take the next step in your journey toward optimal metabolic health and vitality. Your commitment to natural health approaches today is an investment in your independence, energy, and quality of life for years to come. Remember, you have more control over your health and aging process than you might think. These vegetables and teas represent just the beginning of what's possible when you commit to working with your body's natural processes to support optimal function and vitality throughout your mature years.